at 70 degrees Celsius, the mole fraction of benzene is 0.4. Calculate the vapor pressure of the mixture. This is based on Rolle's law. And according to Dalton's law of partial pressure, the total pressure is always equal to sum of partial pressures of individual components. If there are two liquids, one is benzene and other one is toluene, and the total pressure of these two liquid mixture is always equal to partial vapor pressures of individual, sum of the partial vapor pressures of individual components, and P is equal to PA naught into XA plus PB naught into XB. A is benzene, component A is benzene and B is toluene, and they given the vapor pressure of pure component benzene and toluene are 500 and 200 torr respectively, and the mole fraction of benzene is 0.4. From the mole fraction, the sum of mole fractions of all the components in the solution is always unity. From this relation, the mole fraction of toluene can be calculated. Therefore, XB is equal to 1 minus XA. XA is 0.4 and XB is equal to 0.6. By knowing the values of PA naught, PB naught, XA and XB, we can calculate total vapor pressure of the mixture. Substitute the values. PA naught, that is pure vapor pressure of pure benzene, is 500 into its mole fraction of benzene is 0.4 plus pure vapor pressure of pure toluene is 200 and mole fraction of toluene is 0.6. This is equal to 50 into 4 plus 20 into 6. 100 plus 200 plus 120, this is equal to 320 is the 320 torr is the total vapor pressure of the liquid mixture, and the option third one is right one. Next question is, which of the following solutions will have least vapor pressure? If the number of solute particles increases, vapor pressure decreases. If the number of solute particles increases, then the vapor pressure decreases. As the number of solute particle increases, vapor pressure decreases. In these options, the concentrations are same, and in the first option, BaCl2 dissociated into Ba2 plus 2Cl minus, then urea 3 particles, urea 1 particle, then third option Na2SO4, same concentration, dissociated into 2 Na plus SO4 2 minus. These are also 3 particles, and last option Na3 sodium phosphate dissociated into 3 Na plus PO4 3 minus, total 4 particles. And in the question, which of the following solutions will have least vapor pressure? In this, the maximum number of particles containing solution having least vapor pressure, and the fourth option is right one. Fourth option is right. Next question is based on ideal and non-ideal solutions. Question is, when attraction between AB is more than that of AA and BB, the solution will show deviation from Rolle's law. Which deviation? It may be positive or negative. In the solutions showing positive and negative deviations, the attractive forces are different. If AB attractions are same as that of AA and BB, this is ideal solution. Similar attractive forces between solute and solvent as compared with its pure component, that is ideal solution. In the second case, AB attractions are weaker than that of AA and BB. It shows positive deviation, and AB attractions are stronger than that of AA and BB. This shows negative deviation. In the above question, when the attraction between AB is more than that of AA and BB, more than means stronger attractions, and this shows negative deviation from Rolle's law. This shows negative deviation from Rolle's law. Next question, which pair from the following will not form an ideal solution? Will not form an ideal solution. CCl4, first option CCl4 and SiCl4, these two pairs are ideal solution. In the second one, water and butanol, C4H9OH, that is butanol and water mixture, does not or will not form an ideal solution because alcohols are easily soluble in water due to the formation of hydrogen bond, and this one is will not form an ideal solution. And next one, bromoethane and iodoethane, these are also ideal solution, example for ideal solution. and N-hexane and N-heftane, these are also example for ideal solution. Only water and butanol pair of solutions will not form ideal solution. Next one, water and ethanol form non-ideal solution with positive deviation from Rolle's law. This solution will have vapor pressure. In this, water and ethanol form positive deviation from Rolle's law, and this is an example for minimum boiling azeotrope. Minimum boiling azeotrope means the vapor pressure of this mixture is higher than that of pure water. In the first option, equal to vapor pressure of pure water, this is wrong. The vapor pressure of the ethanol water mixture is higher than that of pure water, less than pure water, this is wrong, and the vapor pressure is more than pure water, this is the right answer. For this water and ethanol boils at 78 degrees Celsius temperature, and the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Even though this mixture 95% volume by volume solution of ethanol and water boils at 78 degrees Celsius, and this is an example for minimum boiling azeotrope. Minimum boiling azeotrope, and this liquid mixture boils at lower temperature. Water boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius and this mixture boils at 78 degrees Celsius, and the vapor pressure of mixture is more than that of pure water, and vapor pressure is more means it boils at lower temperature. Thank you. Good morning, students. Today's discussion is solutions of multiple choice questions based on colligative properties. In this 29th question in our material is colligative properties of solutions are those which depends on. Colligative properties are only depends on number of solute particles. Colligative properties are only depends on number of particles but not on the nature of solute as well as solvent. In these options, first one is the nature of the solvent. This is wrong. Second one is the nature of the solute. This is also not the correct answer. Third one, the number of solvent molecules. This is also not the correct answer. Only the colligative properties are depends on the number of solute particles. Colligative properties are only depends on properties are only depends on the number of solute particles, and the fourth option is the correct one. The colligative properties of the solution are those which depends only on the number of solute particles, not on the nature of solute as well as nature of solvent particles, and also not on the number of solvent particles, only depends on number of solute particles. Next question is, when two solutions A and B are separated by a semi-permeable membrane, as a result of osmosis, the level of solution A found to rise, it implies that osmosis is nothing but it is the spontaneous flow of solvent molecules from lower concentration to higher concentration or solvent to solution through semi-permeable membrane. This one is semi-permeable membrane. SPM means semi-permeable membrane, and in the left side lower concentration of solution, in the right side higher concentration of solution. Osmosis is nothing but the spontaneous flow of solvent molecules from lower concentration or solvent to higher concentration or solution. The flow of solvent molecules from lower to higher. And in the given question, two solutions A and B are separated by the semi-permeable membrane. One is A and other one is B. And as a result of osmosis, osmosis is nothing but spontaneous flow of solvent molecules from lower concentration to higher concentration through semi-permeable membrane. In this case, the flow of solvent molecules from lower concentration to higher concentration through semi-permeable membrane means the volume of the higher concentration solution is gradually increases. Volume of higher concentration of solution gradually increases and the volume of lower concentration of solution gradually decreases. And as a result of osmosis, the level of solution A found to rise means increases, and that it implies that A, and in this case in the left side the component is A and right side component is B, and in the options solution A is more concentrated than B. First option is solution A is more concentrated than B. This is the right answer. From this explanation, higher concentration is A and its volume is increases, and solution A is more concentrated than B. Second option, solution B is more concentrated. This one is wrong, because the osmosis is generally from lower concentration to higher concentration, not the higher to lower. This is reverse osmosis. From higher to lower concentration, solvent molecules flowing through semi-permeable membrane, that is called reverse osmosis. High pressure is applied on solution side, which is greater than osmotic pressure. Then third option is the solute molecules of A are smaller than those of B. Solute molecules the size of the solute molecules does not depend, only number of solute particles are depends on osmotic pressure. And last one, the solute molecules of B are smaller, the size is does not depend or does not influence the osmosis process, only the first option, solution of A is higher or more concentrated than B based on this concept. Next question is, blood has been found to be isotonic with, as we already discussed in the synopsis, 0.91% aqueous sodium chloride solution is called normal saline water or normal saline solution. And the normal saline solution is isotonic with RBC, blood cells. Normal saline water is isotonic with RBC, means blood cells. Isotonic means osmotic pressure of saline water is equal to osmotic pressure of RBC, or concentration of saline water is equal to concentration of RBC. This is nothing but isotonic. If the two solutions having same osmotic pressure or same number of moles or same concentration, these are called as isotonic. And in this question, blood has been found to be isotonic with concentrated NaCl. This is wrong. Very dilute NaCl solution. This is also wrong. Normal saline solution. Normal saline solution means the concentration is 0.91% aqueous sodium chloride solution is called normal saline, and which is in isotonic with blood cells. Last option is saturated solution. This is wrong. The third option is right one, which is normal saline water is isotonic with blood cells. Next question is, molal elevation constant and molal depression constant for water respectively in degree Celsius per molal or per molality are. the elevation of boiling point constant, that is molar elevation constant is represented as Kb, and molar depression constant is denoted by symbol Kf. The molar elevation constant is nothing but the elevation of boiling point caused by dissolving 1 mole of solute in 1 kg of solvent. 1 mole of solute in 1 kg of solvent means Kb is equal to delta Tb. If molality of the solution is equal to 1, and in this condition the molar elevation constant is defined, the elevation of boiling point caused by dissolving 1 mole of solute in 1 kg of solvent, then the boiling point is nothing but molar elevation constant, and molar depression constant Kf is equal to delta Tf if molality of the solution is equal to 1. The molar depression constant is defined as the depression in freezing point caused by dissolving 1 mole of solute in 1 kg of solvent, and the values of Kb and Kf only depends on nature of solvent. Kf and Kb depends on the nature of solvent, and these can also be determined by using formula Kb is equal to R into Ma into Tb square for solvent divided by delta H vaporization into 1000. By using this relation, the Kb value for different solvents can be calculated, and similarly the Kf is also calculated by using relation R into Ma into Tf square for solvent divided by delta H fusion into 1000. Here R is the universal gas constant, Ma is nothing but molar mass of solvent, Tb square is nothing but boiling point of pure solvent, and delta H vaporization, this is the enthalpy of vaporization, and this one is the enthalpy of fusion. By using these relation, Kb and Kf values are calculated, and different solvents having different Kb and Kf values. And in this question, molar elevation constant of water as well as a molar depression constant of water, these values are constant, and the molar elevation constant for water is 0.52, and the unit is Kelvin kg per mole, and this given in degree Celsius per molality. And molar depression constant value for water is 1.86 Kelvin kg per mole. These two values are constant, and you have to remember these two values. Kf and Kb values for water is respectively 0.52 Kelvin kg per mole or 1.86 Kelvin kg per mole. In these four options, first one is right one, because the molar elevation constant is first and its value is 0.52, and the molar depression constant value is second one, that is 1.86, and first option is right one. Next question is want of factor I is the ratio of want of factor I. Want of factor is the ratio of normal molar mass to the observed molar mass. Normal means this is calculated, or observed colligative property to the calculated colligative property, or total number of solute particles after association or dissociation to the number of solute particles before association or dissociation. These are the relations to express the want of factor I. It is the ratio of normal molar mass to the observed molar mass, or observed colligative property to the calculated or normal colligative property, or number of total number of solute particles after association or dissociation to the total number of solute particles before association or dissociation. In this, the molar mass is inversely proportional to colligative property, and in the second expression these are reversed. Observed colligative property and observed molar mass both are inversely proportional. That is, colligative property is directly proportional to number of solute particles and inversely proportional to MB, that is molar mass of solute. In the first option, observed molar mass, it is the ratio of observed molar mass to the calculated molar mass. This is wrong. Observed or calculated molar mass to the observed molar mass. First option is wrong. Second one is observed colligative property to the calculated colligative property, calculated value. This one is right one. And third one and fourth one are calculated colligative property to the observed. This one is also wrong. And fourth one, number of moles of dissociated to the total number of moles taken. That is, number of moles means number of particles we have to consider. And the second option is the right one. I is equal to second one is the right answer for this question. Next question is, if the substance undergoes association or dissociation in the solution and I is the want of factor, then the expression for osmotic pressure is, if the solute undergo association or dissociation, the abnormal molar mass can be eliminated by introducing want of factor to all the colligative property. In the osmotic pressure, the relation is pi is directly proportional to concentration of solution in terms of molarity, C or M. It is also represented by M molality. And the proportionality constant is K into M, and this K is replaced by RT, M into RT. This is the normal expression for osmotic pressure of the solution. If the solute is associated or dissociated in the solution and the expression is modified by introducing want of factor, that is I into M into RT. This is the expression if the solute undergo association or dissociation in the solution. And molarity is nothing but number of moles of solute in 1 liter of the solution into RT. Therefore, pi into V liter is equal to I into N into R. This is the expression for osmotic pressure if the solute undergo association or dissociation in the solution. In these options, I into pi, this is no, because pi is equal to I into R into C. If pi is equal to 1 by R, this one is wrong. And in the second option, that is also wrong. Pi into N by V, that is also wrong expression. And in the third one is pi into V into I into N into R. We have derived the expression, same expression is derived, and the third option is correct one. The third option is correct. Fourth one is also wrong because the want of factor is multiplied in the right side of the expression, and the answer is third one. Next question is the solute A when dissolved in solvent B shows the molecular mass corresponding to A3. The want of factor will be. In this question, substance A, that is non-volatile solute A, is dissolving in solvent B. The molecular mass corresponding to A3 means A undergo association to form trimer. A is converted into A3, that is 3 solute particles combine to form a single entity that is called trimer. Thus, 3 solute particles are associated to form a single entity that is called trimer, and A is converted into A3 and its molecular mass corresponds to A3, and the solute is associated in the solution, and the want of factor is total number of solute particles after only association takes place. After association divided by number of solute particles before association. Total number of solute particles after association, A3, 3A are converted into A3 means this one is single entity, and total number of solute particles after association is only 1, and before association there are 3 solute particles are present in the solution, and the want of factor is 1 by 3. First option is 1, this one is wrong. Second one is 2, this is also wrong. Third one 3, this is also wrong. And fourth one 1 by 3, this is the right answer for this question. Next question is the osmotic pressure of 0.2 molar solution of urea at 27 degrees Celsius is, and they given the value of universal gas constant R is equal to 0.082 liter atmosphere per Kelvin mole. The expression for osmotic pressure is pi is equal to I into M into RT. For urea is a non-electrolyte, neither associate nor dissociate. I value is 1 for urea, and the molarity of the solution is 0.2, and R value is 0.082 into temperature is 27 degrees Celsius, means it is converted into Kelvin. 27 plus 273, this is equal to 300 Kelvin. This is 2 into, this one is multiplied 10 here and 10 here, 0.82 into 3, this is equal to 6 into 0. Or 1.4, 64 into 3, this is equal to 3 4s are 12, 19, 4.92 atmosphere. This is the answer for our osmotic pressure of the solution containing 0.2 molar solution at 27 degrees Celsius urea is 4.92 atmosphere. First one is the right answer. Next question is the want of factor for 0.1 m barium nitrate solution is 2.73. The degree of dissociation is, degree of dissociation means the barium nitrate is dissociated into its constituent ions. Barium nitrate in aqueous solution BaNO3 twice is dissociated into Ba2 plus 2NO3 minus ions, and the degree of dissociation can be calculated by using formula degree of dissociation, that is represented by alpha is equal to I minus 1 divided by N minus 1. By using this relation, degree of dissociation can be calculated. I value is given 2.74 minus 1 divided by N is nothing but after dissociation number of particles. Barium is 1 and nitrate ions are 2. Total ions are 3 minus 1. This is equal to 1.74 divided by 2. This is equal to 0.87. Degree of dissociation is 0.87 or 87%. In terms of percentage, 87% or the degree of dissociation simply 0.87. In these options, second one is the right one. And this completes the level 1 questions, and in the next class we will discuss level 2 multiple choice questions. Thank you.